called you rather than joining the link. And then, oh, whoops. And then I joined the link, and that's when you were calling. So,
Yeah. Because I thought I noticed you called, and I tried to call back, but it didn't work out. Yeah.
I didn't. Right? Yeah, I hung up. I hung up on you there. Um. So, how is everything? How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah. Perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today, I was thinking about kind of switching it up. We started with that
Okay.
end of, I think it was end of chapter. Let me look at my notes. But what I've been doing recently, end of chapter, is we kind of got stuck in the middle of that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which was it? I was reading it, but I don't
yeah. So
remember
let
where
me.
I ended. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think you were right at that second because Hammock came up.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
you probably read that second paragraph, and it's probably I think we left off right here at that third paragraph. So let's
Okay.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Let's finish this one up. Maybe read another one, and then go to an article. I've been doing mixing it up. All right. So
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
finding
Yeah.
finding two different voices there, um, in which to read. So let's go ahead and start here with wait.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Wait, please. I'm asking you. I'm asking you to trust me just one more time, because the next thing I came up with, the next thing I know is going to be the big one. Right now, no, right now, this is the end of a chapter in my life, in my biography, where you make the hard decision on whether to stay or go right before I make it. Sorry, it's a bit strange. No, is that all right? In my biography, where you make the hard decision on whether to stay or go right before I make it. Do you really want do you really want the choice to be that? Do you really want the choice to be that you leave? And then
So right there. So you're doing terrific, outstanding, outstanding. Really, really, very good. In that line, though,
yeah,
he's saying in my biography, we're at the point where you make the hard decision on whether to stay or go right before I make it, right? Which you read beautifully. And then you
mm,
said, do you really want that choice to be that you leave?
okay, that is that you leave. Okay. All right. Yeah. Do you really want that choice to be that you leave? Yeah. Okay. I'm not so used to be that kind of a expression. Yeah. Choice to
Mm.
be that you leave. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you want that choice, right? The choice that you're about to make about whether to stay or go. Do you want that choice to be that you leave? He's asking
Yeah.
her. He's like, "Do you want?"
Yeah. If I were him, I would say, do you really want that choice to be leaving or something? So yeah,
Oh,
or
you could
to
say
leave.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I'm not like a so used to that expression. But yeah,
Mhm.
now I got it. Yeah.
Well, it's relative. It's a relative pronoun. So they're a relative clause, is what
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
saying. That
Yeah.
choice
Yeah.
being the object. Yeah. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. And then have to read about my success from afar. It's a fine afar. While I'm while I'm buying while I'm buying a boat and helicopter and private island like some warlord.
Oh, warlord. Very good. It sounded like you said helicope. Short of
Uh,
helicopter.
oh, that's okay. Helicopter,
There you go.
helicopter. Yeah,
Yeah,
boat
and
and
you
helicopter. Yeah,
can do for the I there in helicopter. You can do a schwa.
sure. Helicopter. Yeah,
There it is.
helicopter.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
copter.
exactly right. Yeah.
Helicopter. Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, I don't know what the next year gonna be, sorry, I don't know what the next idea gonna be, but I can already feel how important it is. Doesn't that mean something?
Yeah, very good. Very good. Outstanding. I thought you did, with the exception of that one line in your early, do you really want that choice to be that you leave?
That you leave, yeah. To be
Yeah,
that you
great,
leave, yeah,
great job. And then I wrote down helicopter because that was the only word you
yeah.
didn't
Helicopter.
articulate. Yes, yeah. Yes. Did I show you my guy? He climbs up on my hi there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, hey, buddy. He climbs up on my lap all the time.
Very
Give me
nice.
1 second. Emergency. It'll just take a second. Mom, te llamo in like 20 minutes. Bye bye. Sorry, my mom. She's
Is that
dealing with
okay? Yeah.
something. She's
Okay.
okay. She's just dealing with something. I just want to let her know that I'll call her back. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, terrific. Yes, let's do the next one. Uh, face at the window. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so you are going to want to read the setup just so you know what's going on. So
Yeah,
they're
yeah, I
they're
read it. Yeah, actually.
you
Yeah.
have read
But
it. Okay. So they're inside the Clean Plate Diner daytime. Okay.
right. Maybe I can just read it anyway. Para Paranormal investigators Henry Pope, and June Pollock have been looking into a series of violent disturbances plaguing plague, plaguing
Plaguing.
yeah, plaguing the new owner of the Loft Estate mansion. After some digging through town records reveals Loft Estate was once an orphanage. June tracks down one of its former boarders, Megan, to her job
Megan.
at Megan. Megan, okay. So A, although it's
Yeah,
E, Megan.
you can do well, Megan, like a short E, and some people do pronounce a long A. So you're fine with either Megan, or Megan.
Okay, Megan, yeah, Megan, yeah. Megan to her job as a waitress at a local cafe. Henry and June sit with Megan at a booth by the window.
All right. So right here, you're used to the British. You said town records, which is very British, right? We want records.
Oh yeah, sure. Like a Schwar, yeah,
Are
records, yeah,
correct. Yeah, the
yeah,
British say record,
records,
and the Americans say record.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay,
Slight difference because we say record, right, for the net verb. So
yeah,
we change it up in the noun. All right.
okay,
Um,
all right,
did I write that down? No, I will write that
okay,
down.
yeah, please.
Yes.
I've
All
only
right.
got a few minutes of my break left. My boss gets pissed when I talk to customers all day. You're not the first people to come in here asking about the loft. Reporters, podcasters, local historians, every 6 months, somebody comes in writing a book, and you all ask the same questions. What was it like? Was it haunted? Did anything bad happen there? Suddenly, I'm not waiting table, uh, so I'm not taking tips. I can't talk long.
Yeah, I just can't talk long.
I just can't talk long. Yeah.
Yes,
What do you
exactly.
mean by
Okay, so
suddenly? What do you mean suddenly here?
well, she's saying she gets every few months or so she gets these people, different people, reporters, podcasters, whatever, coming and
Yeah.
asking questions about the
Right.
loft. What was it? The Loft Estate Mansion,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and they're asking these questions, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden, I'm not waiting tables. I'm just answering questions, and if I'm not waiting tables, I'm not making money because I'm not getting tips, right? So you guys are he's basically saying you're messing with my livelihood here, right? I have to work to make money, and answering your questions does
Well,
not allow me to work.
what the different word for suddenly in this case?
All of a sudden,
All of a sudden?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I but I think she's using the correct word, right? Just suddenly, you know, I'm I'm not I'm not waiting tables because I'm answering questions.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. Um, um, Megan looks out the diner window down to the road that would lead to Loft Estate. I suppose you want to hear about the face at the window. That's the story people come for. I used to be kind of screw up when I was there, so I was constantly being ordered to go to the woodshed and fetch firewood for the stove. And then one day I was coming back from the shed and I noticed this face staring out from the top floor window. It was strange because the top floor was off limits. You know about the fire in 78?
yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's right. You know about the fire, and yeah, and I think she's saying, you know about the fire in '78, right? She's asking them, you've heard of this fire, right? So she's probably saying, you do know about the fire in '78 is well is the question she's asking.
So was I right or wrong? I mean, the
Yeah,
way
I
I
think
said.
no, the way you said it was just fine. Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay,
you kind of you do know about that fire in '78. She's kind of doubtful, I think.
okay. Yeah, right. So they're literally, they're literally, that's a difficult one. Literally wasn't a floor, um, a floor to stand on where the window was. Right. So there literally wasn't a floor to stand on where the window was. Whatever the reason, catastrophic structural damage. And yet, once a week, when I'd piss the sister off for whatever reason, I go outside to the windshed and the face would be there, looking down on me, smiling and waving.
So you say, I go outside the woodshed and the face would be there. And you want to say, I go outside of the woodshed and the face would be there, looking
Face would
down
be
on
there.
me. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're going to emphasize the verb.
yeah, okay. I'd go outside the woodshed and the face would be there, looking down on me, smiling and waving. Miguel leans in across the table. I wasn't frightened at first, more confused. The angle of the waves was off, and the eye line, the something. And then one night I realized what was happening. The face in the window wasn't looking at me. It was looking at something behind me. I refused to behind me. I refused to get firewood after that. I scrubbed dishes in the kitchen till my hands were bloody.
All right.
Bloody.
Yes, nice. I did write down Megan.
Megan,
Um,
yeah,
yeah. Everything else was clean though on there. What Megan and record. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
record, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we're all right up here. Town records. You want to do a nice schwa are there? All right, that was
Okay,
pretty
good.
solid. Very, very solid. Um, uh, red end of day, or no, facing the window.
Yeah, yeah. Face at the window. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's let's switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
I think will be nice. What? Let's see. This is all. What this is health. I like health. Exposes you to different language. But this is all menopause, so something not interested. Uh, Measles, maybe. Um, Cancer gone in 3 months. Yeah, let's see about
Yeah, I
that.
mean, whichever. Yeah.
Okay, so this is ex post. Um,
Okay. Could you like zoom in
yeah,
a little bit?
zoom
Yeah.
in. Is that big enough?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cancer gone in 3 months. New drug faces. New drug device melts through tumors. Tumors. Yeah. New drug. The new drug device melts tumors that resisted everything else. Bladder cancer that didn't respond to standard treatments vanished in most patients after just 3 months using a tiny slow release chemo device called TAR-200. Instead of blasting the bladder with chemo from instead of blasting the bladder with chemo for a few hours like the old method, this pretzel-shaped implant releases gemcitabine,
Gemcitabine.
gemcitabine nonstop for 3 weeks straight per cycle, and it's working way better.
Whenever you see INE, and they're talking about some kind of hormone,
Yeah,
it's going to be ENE, long E. Like
gemcitabine.
it could be gemcitabine with a short I, or gemcitabine with
Oh,
a long E.
gemcitabine. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because I'm thinking they all come from Latin, all these medical.
Okay.
So you're talking
Right.
about taurine, creatine, all these amino acids and hormones
Yeah.
typically have "ene" in there if they end with
Okay.
"ine." But it could be like adrenaline, could be a short I, right? So you're going to go with one or the other.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, these were high risk patients who'd already failed the go-to therapy, BCG, BCG, and were being pushed towards bladder removal surgery, a brutal option with major life impact. Now, 82% had 82% had complete cancer now 82% had complete cancer disappearance, and nearly half were nearly half are still cancer-free after a year with barely any side effects. Even crazier, combining TAR-200 with another immunotherapy made it worse. Alone, it's a killer. The FDA just fast-tracked it. Oh no, fast-tracked it. Game changing isn't a strong enough word. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So game changing not strong enough to
Yeah, strong enough to
describe the
express this.
benefits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What a breakthrough. Okay, very interesting. It is
Yeah,
on
interesting.
X. It is on X, so you kind of have to. But here we go, Johnson and Johnson. Let's see. Let's see if this is true. It's probably a more reputable source than
Right,
X.
right. Meet Christopher Cooley. Oh, our goal is a solution for every bladder cancer patient. Meet Christopher QT, MD, the Johnson & Johnson scientist, who's helping change the treatment landscape for people with bladder cancer, the 10th most common cancer in the world.
Yes. Is this big enough?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's better. Yeah. As far pharmacist, yeah, as pharmacist Anthony and Marie, yeah, Maria Cutie, okay, Anthony and Maria Cutie traded stories about new medications, interesting patient cases, and innovative technologies for delivering drugs to different parts of the body. Those stories,
Innovative, you would say.
innovative technologies. Yeah.
Innovative. Yeah, emphasis on the first syllable.
Oh, innovative. Okay. Innovative technologies for delivering drugs to different parts of the body.
That's right.
Those stories, typically told around the family dinner table, not only fascinated their son, but also inspired his early career as a uh, urologist,
Urologist.
urologist specializing in treating patients with bladder cancer. They still drive Christopher Curie, MD, in his current role, developing new treatment for this disease.
Mm-hmm.
There was a natural threat from what mom and dad was doing in service to patients, which was always our true north, but also the way they were doing it. True north is what that mean?
Like, well, you know, the North Star is
Yeah,
always there,
yeah.
or true north on a compass. So that was always our goal, true north.
Oh, okay. That's our goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's another
Which
way of
was
saying our goal. Yeah, our
okay.
objective.
Okay. Says Dr. Cutie, Vice President and disease area leader for bladder cancer at Johnson and Johnson. You may not be in the clinic every day or seeing patient every day, but you're trying to advance the science. You're trying to advance the science of the field every day. Bladder cancer is the 10th most common cancer globally. Every year, more than 1 million people are impacted, including those newly diagnosed and newly recurrent. In the US alone, nearly 85,000 people are diagnosed annually.
So it sounded like you're saying 85,000 people are diagnosed.
Okay, diagnosed,
Yeah, so
diagnosed annually.
diagnosis. Yeah, so that
The
O is going to get the
diagnosis.
prime.
Okay,
Correct. Diagnosis.
okay. And yet, the standard of care for treating certain types of bladder cancer hasn't changed much in the last 40 years. Current treatments include immunotherapy, radiation, chemotherapy, targeted therapy, and surgery, and in some cases, complete removal of the bladder. The treatment that's ultimately recommended for each patient depends on the cancer stage and specific type, Dr. Cutie explains.
Outstanding. Yes, great job. I did write down diagnosed.
Yeah, thank
I'll
you.
probably, yeah, I'll probably put the root word there, but diagnose is that getting the primary emphasis there. Um, Great work, my friend. So I wrote
Yeah,
down
great, thank you.
helicopter. Yeah, you got a helicopter plaguing
Yeah,
record. Megan, uh, gemcitabine, which I
that's
have no
I
idea
just
that
skipped.
amino acid. Yeah, and then innovative and diagnosed. But just keep that in mind when we talk about that. You're either going to
Yeah.
do with
Could
that
you also
amino acid.
yeah, could you also send me the links for this one and then also X one so that I can kind of because usually screenshot and then copy it on my note so that I can kind of
Yeah.
scribble like where was the
Where the words were from? Yeah.
yeah, because like
Before I forget, I'll
right,
do
yeah, I
this.
think
Yeah, but I'll probably do this in this one here.
yeah, either one, yeah, that's fine, yeah,
Either one. Okay.
I have
Uh,
access to both, yeah.
yeah. All right. So I'll do both articles, and then I'll write down those words in there, and I'll see you next Tuesday.
All right, thank you very much. See you
Thank you.
then.
Take care.
Bye.